Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cupid. If you're new here, I am an artist and a tarot reader, and this is my channel where I like to do tarot readings and share with you my artistic process. So today's reading, we are going to be getting into how do they see you. This reading is going to be about, it can be a specific person or a group, and we're just going to tap in and see how do they perceive you, how do they view you. Before we get into that, I do want to go ahead and shameless plug my personal readings. If you are interested in receiving a personal reading from me, all information for that is in the description box below, along with the links for my website so that you can check out my art and see what other things that I do. So anyway, I'm going to move us over to the pile selection so that we can go ahead and get this reading started. All right, welcome to the card selection. We have 3 groups today. As you can see, I'm going to go through each group and then there will be a picture for you to pause if you need a closer look, okay? So group 1 is going to be this ceramic dove. This dove has a little note that she carries, all right? Group 2 is going to be this small skull. I like to call it my laughing skull. My laughing skull. So that's group 2. And group 3 is going to be this silver key. All right, I'll say that again. Group 1 is the ceramic dove. Group 2 is the laughing skull. And group 3 is the ceramic key. As always, there will be an image inserted after this so you can get a closer look if you need to just pause and meditate on which group you belong to. And all timestamps for each group will be in the description box below. I can't wait to see you at your reading. Hi, group 1. You have chosen the ceramic dove. We are actually going to do a couple things before I shuffle your cards, okay? So group 1, we are getting into how this person feels about you, right? No, I'm sorry. How does this person see you? How do they perceive you? How do they view you, okay? Now, readings like this tend to be a bit more specific, right? You're thinking of a specific type of person, maybe. Some of you might not. That's okay. But some of you might. So I thought it would be fun to use the magic dice and allow you to ask a question regarding this person that you're thinking of. And this can be romantic. For some of you it might be a love interest. For others of you it might be a family member or a friend, or it could be anybody. We're going to leave this open and fluid. So I'm going to roll my dice. I want you to think of the person that you're watching this video for, and I want you to ask that question, that yes or no question that has been on your mind regarding this person, right? This is that question that's been nagging you. So go ahead and think of it, and I would love Spirit for an answer to group 1's question, an answer to group 1's question. The answer is maybe. Okay, I'm really curious as to what it might be for the other groups. The other thing I want to do is go ahead and open this note that is on the dove. Now, this dove is actually a gift to me, and the note is from my best friend, okay? So we're going to read it. I did forget about it. If there's anything personal on this, I will leave it out. Aw, I love it. Okay, it says, I hope that when you look at this, you're reminded that I'm always your friend, no matter the distance. Okay? I hope that when you look at this, you're reminded that I'm always your friend, no matter the distance. I love it. All right? So I'm going to put that message back. I might pull it back out if I need to reference it. But I'm going to shuffle your cards now. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards, some tarot, and we will get into more how this person sees you. I will catch you on the other side. All right, group 1. There is a lot to say here about how your person is seeing you. Okay, I want to go ahead and say that this is somebody who misses you, and this is somebody who is often upset about no longer having access to you. I say this because we have anger is often misdirected here. Now, this wanted to come out in reverse, or it was kind of just flipped all sideways. And so what I got from this, I got that there is some misdirected anger, but it's not coming from you, okay? Because here they see you content and satisfied. I'm going to go through the cards, okay? But I just want to start with that here, that this person has a bit of misdirected anger and frustration because they miss you, truly. And this is somebody who wishes they were your friend, right? Or at least they were closer to you. They wish that they could be around you in the same capacity or a similar capacity that they were in the past, right? So maybe this is somebody you dated, or maybe this was somebody that you were just friends with. But either way, it's like if you guys used to hang out and you were just friends, they wish you could be friends again. But then at the same time, if you dated this person, it's almost like they're wishing they could at least be your friend, if that makes sense. So how they see you, over here we have the 9 of Cups, right? They see you as somebody who's satisfied, somebody who's taken care of, somebody who's fulfilled, and somebody who's abundant. They see you as somebody who has their needs met. And when I say this, I'm getting this energy. It's almost like they don't need me, right? This person is kind of seeing that you're perfectly fine on your own, and you're not missing them, and you're not wanting for them. You're not wanting for anything they could give you. You have it all. Maybe you don't have a 10 of Cups, right? They don't know who you're dating. They don't know if you have a family, or they're not focused on that, right? But on your own, by yourself, you are somebody who is perfectly fine not being their friend. I'm also getting these cups as other connections, right? So they see you as somebody who you have plenty other connections, or at the very least, you have other means of connecting and intimacy and friendship and love besides them. And so that's where they're seeing you at. And then right underneath we have the sun here, right? So I'm getting that you're somebody who has fun. You're somebody who's enjoying their life, right? You're somebody who is creating and enjoying opportunities, right? I'm getting these cups are also experiences, right? I'm getting an overall happy and fulfilled narrative that they have about you, right? Their perception of you is that your life is great. Okay, we also have on this side, as far as your oracle, or before we get into the oracle cards, I want to talk about the cards at the bottom of the deck. So over here we have Knight of Pentacles. So they also see you as somebody working very hard, somebody who's building themselves, right? Who's building their foundations and chasing that coin, right? When I see Knights, I do think about fast movement. I think about movement over long distances, right? So they see you going the distance, right? They see you putting in the work for your money. They see the fruits of your labors. I'm stuck on this coin, this materialness, right? It's almost like there's a proof, right? This coin is the proof of your efforts, right? This material that you're producing, that you've earned, or that you're showing off, or that you are in possession of, this material is proof of your efforts, right? So that's what they're seeing here. It's like they see that you have been doing that shit, and you might not be at the top of the mountain yet, but they see you getting there, and they see you climbing and working and being rewarded for that work. Okay, I'm hearing great work, right? They see you doing great work. Then at the bottom, we also have the King of Cups. So when I see this King of Cups, I'm reminded of this person who has other cups, right? This 9 of Cups person. They're seeing you as somebody who has other options, other cups, other friends, other relationships. They're seeing you as somebody who has no problem moving on or moving forward, right? There's sailing the 7 seas. I don't know why I thought that, but it's like if you cut your losses, you will cut your losses with those 7 seas, right? If something's not going right, you have many other seas that you can sail, and you're willing to go. If that island is barren, you're gonna look for something else, right? If somebody else digs up that one buried treasure, you're perfectly fine going and looking for another buried treasure, right? This is somebody who has like an abundant mindset. I love this card because the King of Cups is holding up his cup in victory, right? He's holding up this cup in victory, not because somebody gave it to him as a gift, but it's a victory because he went out, he sought it, and he found it, right? And so they're seeing you as somebody here who can find happiness anywhere, and you have no problem
putting aside or moving on from things that are not producing that happiness that you desire. And it might not even just be about happiness, right? Like, I'm being very surface when I say that. It could be any other type of fulfillment, but it's from their perspective. They're like, if whatever this is isn't meeting group one's needs, if it's not meeting group one's expectations or their requirements, group one is not going to beat around the bush and be scared to walk away. Group one's going to do what they need to do. You're not afraid to change. Over here in the oracle cards, we have shape shifting, right? Shape shifting. So this person, they see you as somebody who's changed, right? You are not the same person. They see you, the way they see you, they're seeing you as unrecognizable, right? Foreign in a lot of ways, right? Maybe you live in a different place. Maybe you're just doing completely different things. But it's like almost looking at a stranger, right? This person, when they see you, it's like looking at a stranger. And I'm looking at this circle here. It's almost like a lens. So maybe this is somebody who, at this time, all they can do is watch you through social media, right? They be clocking your posts. But when they see these posts, they don't feel like, you don't seem familiar anymore, is what I get. Now, we're coming back here. We're coming back here up to this anger, right? This anger. At the bottom of the deck over here, we had power. I want to pull this out. And then I also want to focus on this orange card, right? This orange card is from the what is it called? The Archangel Light Code Oracle deck, okay? And this card represents authority. This is about your strength, right? Your power, okay? This card wanted to come out in reverse, and I feel like it's because of a couple reasons. The first reason is this person has no power, right? This is how they feel, right? When they see you, how they see you as somebody who has taken their power or who has a lot of power, right? You're somebody who is an authority over yourself, and maybe they feel even others. This person might see you as somebody who can be manipulative or somebody who can be persuasive, right? It doesn't have to be negative, but they see you as somebody with a lot of power and a lot of authority, especially over yourself. Okay, I feel like this person, the reason this card came out in reverse is because at one point this person tried to take control of the narrative, right? They tried to spin the situation that in a way that put them in the power position, right? But they were not able to. And they weren't able to because of the proof of your efforts, the proof of who you are. And that's what gives you the power, right? It's the proof of what you do that puts you in the power position. It's not just what you want, it's what you've done. And so this person is upset about that because their manipulative ways, right? Their false ways, their inauthentic ways did not gain them the power that they thought it would over your narrative. Because that's what I feel like this is about. This is about a narrative. They wanted to switch up your narrative, maybe to save face, maybe to protect their own ego. It could be any one of those. But like I said, they really weren't able to. And I feel like this is probably the thing that triggers them the most about you, is that it seems like you have just been able to go on and move on with your life without any type of setback, or I don't know. It's almost like they wanted you to go through some hardships. They wanted you to suffer a bit, miss them. They wanted you to be the one on the out after all of this, after your friendship or relationship ended. But what they're seeing is that hasn't happened. Over here at the bottom of the deck, we have apathy. I love this because this is them basically like, they don't care, man. Look, like they don't even care, right? They're looking at your social media, they're clocking your posts, and like I said, you seem happy. You seem like you're living life to the fullest. You seem like you're making money or making something, right? You're producing something. You seem like you have enough connections to be happy and sustainable. You're receiving intimacy and affection and love and understanding from other people, other sources, and you have yourself under control. You have control of yourself, your narrative. And so they're looking at you, right? You that has changed, who is unrecognizable, and they're like, wow. They don't even care. And that's why their anger is misdirected, and they know. They know it's misdirected, right? That's why it was in reverse. Because they know, and they're aware that they have no real reason to be upset. They're upset because you don't care, right? They know they have no right. They're upset because they can't change your narrative, but they know they have no right to change your narrative. They're upset because you didn't react how they wanted to react. They're upset because things didn't really play out how they wanted things to play out. So, anywho, that's all I have for you today, Group 1. I really hope this reading resonated. Please let me know who this reading is about. Is it about a lover? Is it about a past friend? You can let me know in the comments if you feel so compelled. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, I think I said if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm also available for personal readings. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, just go in the description box. The info is down there, along with links to my website and all of my art if you want to check it out and see what I do. And that's really it. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe so that you can come back and see me. Bye. Group 2, you have chosen the Laughing Skull. Before we get into how your person sees you, I am going to roll my magic dice. I thought it would be really fun because these types of readings tend to be more specific. A lot of people come to these readings thinking about maybe a love interest or a friend or a parent or a family member. Usually it's just somebody really specific. So I figured that must mean you have something on your mind about that person. So if you do, go ahead and think of that person and think of your question, your yes or no question. And I will roll this dice for you. All right. You can take the answer or leave it. It's really just a fun additional thing to do. Okay. So think of your person. Think of your question. Spirit, please give me an answer to Group 2's question. Please give me an answer to Group 2's question. All right, your answer is always. Always. So whatever you asked, Group 2, please let me know in the comments. What was your question? All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to shuffle your cards. I'm going to get a couple tarot cards. I'm going to get a couple oracle cards. And then I will catch you on the other side. Group 2, welcome back. So the person on your mind might be a little older than you. I'm definitely getting that. This is somebody who sees that you are inexperienced, okay? This is somebody who sees you as having a lot of experience left to go in life, right? They're anticipating that you have much more to learn and much more to experience. This is not a bad or good thing. This is kind of them commenting on just your level of experience and your maturity. They do see you as somebody who has a good bit of confidence. They see you as somebody who holds their head high. You have a lot of strength. I am going to get into these cards, but I'm just putting out my initial thoughts, right? They don't feel like you're faking this confidence. They don't feel like you're faking this strength. They just feel like there are other things you're not quite privy to yet, right? There's still a lot you could learn. And I feel like this is because they feel like, and I think they just think your perspective is immature. And like I said, I don't mean that in a bad way, but more like they just see that you're somebody who they might feel like you just don't know enough yet. There's more things that you need to go through or experience in order to know, okay? But let's get into these cards, okay? So we have the Wheel of Fortune here, and I feel like this here talks more about your potential, right? This person, like I said, they see you as brave. They see you as confident. They see you as strong. And they also might see you as somebody who's willing to take risk, right, with this Wheel of Fortune. So they have a perception of you that that you are going to go far in life, or that you're going to do something unexpected. They see that you have a lot of potential to maybe even do a few different things or go in a few different directions, right? This is somebody who is kind of on the edge of their seat with you. They are just curious about, what you could get into as time goes on, right? They're kind of watching how things play out with you. I feel like, especially in regards to, I don't see anything. This is not like career specific, but we have the Page of Pentacles that was at the bottom of the deck here. And then we also have all material, right? And so I do see them considering your material reality right now, right? Maybe they're noticing that you don't have a lot of money, or that you're struggling with money, or maybe you might be a little cheap, or you budget, or there's something here about being immature in regards to establishing your security, right? When I see all material here as well, they could be seeing you as somebody who just wants money for the sake of spending it, right? Or maybe the things that you do want to save your money for, maybe they're just not, they're still surface level things, right? Maybe house, car, clothes, but you don't necessarily talk about money in a way that might suggest more long-term planning or thinking, or investing. And I'm honestly, I'm not a finance babe. I don't really know too much about money like that, so I don't really know what everything you could discuss about money. But I am getting here that it could be that your financial goals, or just the things you're talking about, are short-term or more superficial. They've noticed, okay? But you do have the Empress here. And like I said, I think this person, like I said, they see you as somebody who holds their head high. You see yourself in a dignifying light, right? You have high expectations for yourself, okay? They also see you as somebody beautiful, right? I'm also getting somebody who is giving even, all right, with the Empress. At the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Cups, though. So I feel like this really has to do with your charm, right? This has to do with how you talk to people, how you approach people, how you interact with people. I'm getting somebody kind of flirty, right, but receptive, right? This Empress and then this Knight of Cups, it's almost like you're flirty, but you're receptive to their flirts, right? Maybe you guys have good banter. Maybe you guys have a really good chemistry, and they feel almost like kind of teased by you, or they feel like you, the way you are, it makes it easier for them or other people to want to do stuff for you, right? I'm getting somebody who is able to get people to do stuff for them, or people do stuff for you just because, right? I'm getting somebody who receives a lot, right? All material. Somebody who receives a lot. Then here we have the Divine Inner Strength, and we also have Thicket. So I'm going to read that. Hold on. And the other group, I read it before I started talking. So this is Archangel Gabriel. It says, you are divinity. At times you feel separated, lost, and alone, yet you can never be apart from your divine spark. You are the physicality of Source. Trust in your inner strength. I feel like this is really like tying into this Empress card here, right? You are the physicality of Source. It's almost like this natural charm, this natural attraction or attractiveness that you have within you. It is a strength, and it's a strength that you have leaned into. And I think that they see this as something that's going to get you further in life, right? Like this is one of your secret strengths. That's what I'm getting. I feel like one of your secret strengths is how charming you are, how you interact with people, right? You have a persuasive quality. And so they see this as something that's going to take you far. They see this as something, this enhances your beauty, all right? And I love how this card is pink. It's almost like, it's like Venetian, right? It's just attractive, right? You're just attractive. But I feel like I said, it's still surface, right? It's still superficial with this all material card, right? So we have this element of you being young, and we have an element of you being beautiful, right? We have an element of you being inexperienced. So it's almost like how they see you is they see these they see the nuances your immaturity, definitely. But it's almost like that's all they see, right? All they see is that you are not experienced enough. We have thickets here, right? Thickets. Now this image, you can't see it quite well, but there is like this figure here who is covered in all these fabrics, but they're also kind of tangled within the thickets of the woods, right? So this is kind of like going into, like I said, this idea that you have a long way to go. They see you, it is kind of like being lost here, but it's like sometimes I can interpret it as being lost, but also it can just be more so about being on a path that's going to require you to take your time and be very careful, okay? Like you're not exactly lost, but these woods are very thick, so you can't just freely move about. You have to make calculated movements. And so that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting that you have to make these you're in a position where you need to make calculated movements, and you have a ways to go, and the outcome is unknown. We have the spear here at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like this person, they're kind of just curious as to where you go, right? They see you getting through what you need to get through. They see you being strong and gaining strength, gaining skills. They see you with a lot of potential, but it's almost like they're just kind of like wondering, where is it going to go? Where is it going to take you, right? This somebody, maybe they could be really old. This could be a parent or a mentor or a grandparent, right? Or this would just be somebody slightly older than you. This could be somebody bald. This could be a man, right? But either way, it's almost like they're looking down. It's like they kind of look at you like a youngin, right? And I feel like there is a smile on their face, right? You put a smile on their face, but like I said, their thoughts of you are more so mainly focused on your lack of maturity, and that the fact that you have a lot more to gain right now, and they are curious to see what it is that you will gain. They're curious to see where you go, where you take these strengths with you. So I think that was really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. If you did resonate, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Even if you just enjoy the reading, give this video a thumbs up. I just want to go ahead and remind you that I am open for personal readings. So if you are interested in those, you can go in the description box to get some details. You'll also find the link to my website and my shop if you're interested in looking at my art and seeing what I got. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and make sure to subscribe so that you can come back and see me. Have a good night. Hi, Group 3. You have chosen the silver key. Before we get into your reading about how your person sees you, I'm going to roll my magic dice for you. The idea is that with readings like these, they tend to be more specific, right? People tend to come into them focused on a specific type of person, whether it's a lover or a friend or whoever. And so for me, that means that you have something on your mind about this person. You have something you're curious about in regards to this person. So go ahead and think of that question. Think of what's been plaguing your mind. Frame it as a yes or no question, and I will roll my dice for you. You're free to take the answer or leave it. It's really just fun and an additional way to have like a confirmation, okay? So go ahead, think of the person on your mind, Group 3, and think of the question you have regarding this person. Spirit, please give me an answer to Group 3's question. One answer for Group 3's question. Ooh, we got don't know. Okay. Don't know. Interesting, interesting. So, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards. I'm going to shuffle and get a couple tarot. I'm going to get a couple oracle cards. And then I will meet you guys on the other side. Group 3, you've chosen the silver key. How does your person see you? The person on your mind, they see you as somebody indecisive, okay? I thought of that immediately. When this said don't know, I was like, this might have something to do with indecision. I don't know why I got that just for this reading, because the first group, they got maybe, which is kind of like, I don't know. But I didn't really get that, okay? Here, I immediately got that they see you as somebody who has a hard time knowing what to do, right? Making the right choice. We have this Two of Pentacles here, okay? Two of Pentacles. And then at the bottom here, we had this Three of Pentacles. So this is about a commitment you've made. This is about, it could be a job. It could be a collaboration. It's some type of commitment or obligation that you're tied to, right? That you are unsure of how to get out of, right? We have a key here. So this could be about getting a new job. This could just be about escaping, okay? I've also heard enduring, right? So it's almost like this, whoever you're thinking of, they see you as somebody who is enduring a period of indecision. You're dealing with something that you're not exactly satisfied with, right? I'm getting a restlessness, okay? You're ready to kind of leave whatever this is that you're in. You're ready to leave it behind. But it's almost like they see you afraid of this ending. This could be a relationship for some of you. This could be a marriage. All of the elements are out here right now. So I can't like pinpoint an area of your life, but it does have to do with your stability in some sense, right? But this has more to do with the stableness of whatever you're a part of, right? So it could be a job, right? It could be a collaboration, something you've been working on with somebody else. It could be a marriage. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be something to do with a group, or it could be, like I said, just a family situation. Maybe you live together. Maybe there's multiple people are contributing money to something, and you're looking at your money and you're not sure you want to put your money into this thing. I'm seeing you might want to take some of your money out of it or not contribute as much. And yeah, so whoever you're thinking of is seeing you they see you as somebody who's really conflicted on how much effort, how much resources do they keep putting into something that they're not exactly interested in maintaining, right? You're not interested in maintaining whatever the situation is. Over here at the bottom, we have Seven of Cups, right? And so I feel like this person sees you as somebody who either has other options or you want to explore other options, right? I'm also getting like a really freeing feeling, okay? So this is somebody who sees you as somebody who wants to be free, right? Wherever you're at or whatever you're doing, it seems to have sucked a good bit of joy out of your life or out of you. And it's like you are ready to get back out there and kind of rekindle that fire and that joy and that excitement, you know, starting something new. Here we have the Eight of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Swords reversed, right? So whatever you're in, I feel like you feel trapped in it. You feel weighed down by it. You feel even, maybe it's an addiction, right? It's some type of codependency. Now I'm getting a codependency, right? So like I said, you could be codependent on a job, or you're codependent on a relationship, but your heart is no longer in it. You don't want to keep putting in the same effort and energy, but I feel it's like you're afraid of it ending, right? It's almost like you won't let it end. And I'm saying you, like, I don't feel like you are being trapped by this job. It's more like your perception is what's keeping you in this job or in this relationship or in this place or this home or whatever, right? Your own feelings of feeling obligated, right? There's some type of responsibility that is keeping you locked into this, right? With the key, you're locked in. And so in a lot of ways, it's almost like you feel like you're chained to this because you've made a commitment. And And because of that, this Ten of Swords is in reverse. And I feel like it's in reverse because it's already dead, right? Once somebody doesn't like something anymore, doesn't want to be there, like especially with a job, my personal rule is once I start hating my job, I need to look for another one. Once I start to hate it, I need to look for another one. Because otherwise, the feeling is just going to get worse. And I feel like that's what's happened here. It's like this, because you don't want to be there anymore, because you don't want to deal with this anymore, it's already dead and decaying, right? Once you no longer want it, it starts to rot. Even if you hold on, okay? Because you don't feel the same. You're not, it's almost like it's like trying to live, but your heart's not pumping blood. You know what I mean? That desire to be somewhere is the blood that runs through the veins of that operation. So once you stop pumping that blood, it's like, okay, but you're just prolonging this death here. And I mean, I know it's not death, it's a Ten of Swords, but it's like, and maybe you're trying to avoid a harsh ending. Maybe you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, but whoever you're thinking of, they see you as somebody who doesn't want to hurt or cause any problems by ending this, even though you really don't want to be there anymore. You're kind of suffering, you're unhappy, right, with the Eight of Swords, right? You feel bound, right? You're enduring with this Inner Strength card, all right? And then we have indecision again here with this Pear Tree Oracle deck, the card Indecision. This is someone else weighed down by all this fabric and fur and cloths and mask. You're hiding, right? They see you as somebody who is being false in your current situation and hiding, like overall just hiding how unsatisfied and unhappy you are, right? And they see you as somebody, we have society at the bottom of the deck here, somebody who wants to meet new people, somebody who wants to explore. I feel like wherever you are right now, you're done there. This society card, it's about how people cross paths, right? And how that's natural, right? When we're out and about, we cross paths, we might stop, we might chit chat, but then we move forward, and we might bump into somebody else, stop and chit chat with them, but then we move forward. And that's kind of what relationships are like, whether it's romantic, business, friend, family. All relationships kind of have that fleeting, fluid quality where it's like all of a sudden you bumped into somebody, you're enjoying it, it just came out of nowhere, but then it's like all of a sudden it's come to an end, right? It's met its expiration date. And so I feel like that's where you're at here. It's like whatever situation you're in, you've reached your expiration date on it. You're no longer interested in it, but you feel locked in with this situation. And whoever you're asking about, they see you like that. They see you as somebody who's kind of just enduring what you need to endure for the sake of not hurting somebody, or not for the sake of avoiding a harsh ending, right? Let's just keep it that way. And it's because you're a giving person. We have here with generosity that was also under. You like to help, you like to care, you like to give, you like to make sure your words match your actions, right? You like to do what you say you're going to do. But I'm seeing here that this path has reached its end. It's like a dead end. It's come to the conclusion it needs to come to. And, sometimes that happens before we expect it to, right? So maybe in your mind, it's like, no, it's not supposed to end right now. I need to see this through. I need to see this through, right? But the reality is that once you are feeling trapped in it, you have seen it through. This is the conclusion for you. And it takes more than one to tango, right? Like I said, this could be business related, school. This could be about a home. Who knows? This could be an organization. It doesn't matter. What matters here, like I said, is that you've made this commitment. You've been putting in resources into this, but you're no longer feeling like this is the best fit. All right? So I want to leave it there, group 3. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and I really hope it resonated. If it did, or you did enjoy the reading, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And just a reminder, I am available for personal readings. All information for that is in the description box below. And you will also find down there the link to my website, which will take you to my art and all the fun, awesome things I do if you're just curious. But anyway, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know how this resonated. Let me know who your reading was about. And make sure to subscribe so that you can see me again. Bye.